Hey guys, it's still Sunday, and I told you I was going to occasionally throw in a video that was going to be a quote-unquote live monetized video. So what this video is going to be, it's just going to be a set review video. I don't think I've done this set yet. I didn't bother looking back through my archives, but it's going to just be a quick review of the 2020 Donruss base set. And like I said, I'm just going to throw it, disclaimer, this will be a monetized video today. My first live drop, whatever you want to call it, of a monetized video. Not going to do these a lot, but I'm going to kind of make them a regular feature, kind of like a bonus. I know that there's YouTubers out there that have Patreons. I don't want to do a Patreon thing. I just, it's not my thing. So this is just kind of like a bonus episode, if you will, but you just have to sit through a couple of ads. So anyway, we're going to do a set review real quick here. Again, this is 2020 Donruss base. So we're going to start off with Chase Elliott. The first batch is going to be 87 throwbacks with the Race Kings. So you got Chase Elliott, Brad Keselowski, and these are in numerical order. Austin Dillon, Ryan Newman, Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, Richard Petty, that would look good sign. I need to find one of those and get it sent in. Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jimmy Johnson, 7-time champ. Martin Truex Jr., 2017 champ. Tony Stewart, 3-time champ. Denny Hamlin, 3-time Daytona 500 winner. Kyle Larson, Bubba Wallace, and Ryan Blaney rounds out the Race Kings portion. Then we'll have some rated rookies here. Of course, you have Haley Deegan, Derek Kraus, who's been doing good in the trucks. Sam Mayer, who's had some good runs in Xfinity. Tanner Gray, who's had some really good truck runs this year. Haven't heard much about Max McLaughlin, but hopefully he'll be moving up. Jesse Little's had some good runs in the trucks this year, driving in the 02 truck. Brittany Zamora, haven't heard much about her. So that takes care. And that's a really strong crop of rated rookies. I mean, compared to 2021, I think 2020 rated rookie crop really knocks it out of the park. Then we kind of go to this base set portion. We're going to start off with Alex Bowman, who just perpetually looks like he's 18 years old. Eric Almirola in his last full season. Austin Dillon, Brad Kay, Bubba Wallace, Chase Elliott, Chris Buescher, Clint Boyer, who's now in the Fox Sports booth, Corey LaJoie, Daniel Hemrick, Daniel Suarez, David Reagan, who now races part-time, Denny Hamlin, Eric Jones, who's had a few good runs in the 43 car this year, Jamie McMurray, who works also with Fox Sports on NASCAR coverage, Jimmy Johnson, who's full-time IndyCar driver this year, Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick, so we got a couple past champs, Kurt Busch, who's having a good season, Kyle Busch, who is not having that great of a season, Kyle Larson, I think he's going to have a good season. It's just everybody's getting used to that new car. MTJ has kind of struggled this year. Matty D's in the Truck Series. Had a good run going for 3/4 of a lap yesterday. Matt Tifft, who is now a co-owner. Michael McDowell, former Daytona 500 winner. Paul Menard. Wonder if he's going to run any truck races this year. That's going to be hard to say if he's going to run any truck races. He ran 2 or 3 last year. Reed Sorensen, I believe Reed still works as a spotter, but will probably occasionally race here and there. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. driving for JTG Doherty. Ryan Blaney, Ryan Newman, Ryan Preece. So we got our run of Ryans out of the way. Ryan will be, he's the substitute driver or whatever role that he's got at SHR. He's running some truck races, Xfinity races. He'll probably replace Eric Almirola in the 10 car next year. Ty Dillon, William Byron. So right now we are 55 cards through this set. I'll go ahead and just kind of cut it there at the where the not the relics but the retros start or restart, because they actually sandwich these cards. Christopher Bell, Cole Custer. So these are kind of the guys that were still in the Xfinity Series at the time. Tyler Reddick, 2-time Xfinity Series champion. Austin Cindric, 2020 Xfinity Series champion. Chase Briscoe, who won his first Cup race last week at Vegas. This is when he was racing for Roush, I believe. I was listening to the Dale Jr. download with Cindric talking about that year that him and And Majeski and Briscoe split the 60 card, and that was kind of brutal. Justin Allgaier, Michael Lennett, who retired from full-time competition, Noah Gregson, Justin Haley, who's up to Cup full-time this year, John Hunter, who is in the truck, he's in the truck series now, Greg Alding, who just kind of runs whenever he has sponsorship, Ryan Sieg had a really good run at Atlanta yesterday, Jeb Burton, Jeremy Clements, he's had a really rough year, Morgan Shepherd, have not heard Morgan's plans, Riley Herbst, Riley's kind of had an up-and-down career, to be truthful. Ryan Truex, I believe he's racing trucks and Xfinity on and off. Zane Smith's doing good in the trucks for Front Row. Brett Moffitt is in Xfinity now for Our Motorsports. Brandon Jones. Todd Gilliland is in the Cup Series for Front Row. Harrison Burton is, of course, in the Cup Series for the Wood Brothers. Ross Chastain is driving for Trackhouse. Crafton is a stalwart of the Truck Series. He's made an incredible career there. DW, this was probably taken during his 89 Daytona 500 win. Bobby Allison during his 88 season when he won Daytona. Bobby Labonte, so we got a bunch of Hall of Famers and champions and stars through this portion here. Carl Edwards, Matt Kenseth, Dale Jarrett, Danica, Bill Elliott. We've talked about this uniform that was probably taken in the 85 season, give or take, 84 or 85, but no earlier and no later. Greg Biffle, Tony Stewart, Rusty Wallace, Casey Kane, Marcus Ambrose, Mark Martin, Dale Jr., Michael Waltrip, Terry Labonte, Richard Petty, and this was during the 70s. You can tell that that might be one of his Dodges, and he doesn't have a mustache here, so it's going to be probably 75, 6, 7 or thereabouts. Now we got some car cards that we'll turn these sideways and scroll through. Jimmy Johnson starts us off. Chase Elliott, William Byron, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, MTJ. We have Blaney, Keselowski. Don't know why these cards are going the other direction, but we'll fix that really quickly. Logano. So they've kind of got these 3, 3, and 3 with the teams. Harvick, Boyer, and Almirola. Then you have Larson, Dillon, Kurt Busch, Bubba Wallace when he was at RPM, Daniel Hemrick, and Ryan Newman. So this is all base. So now we're getting into the throwback portion. This is the 87 Donruss baseball throwback. Going to start off with Harrison Burton, Chase Briscoe, Jeremy Clemens, Jeff Burton. So these are just kind of scrambled, it looks like, with Legends and Xfinity and just whoever they threw in there. Casey Kane, Ross Chastain, Reed Sorensen, Matt Kenseth. Yeah, he was with JGR then. Because he had DeWalt when he was with Roush, and then DeWalt came back on board with him when he was at JGR. Chris Buescher, Matt Tifft, Matt DiBenedetto, Cole Custer, a rare smiling Cole Custer in the cards, that is. Michael Waltrip, Richard Petty with the mustache, and look at the collar on that uniform. Again, this has to be early 80s, maybe late 70s. Gabriel Shocks was an associate sponsor on Petty's team from the 79, 80, 81 thereabouts. Eric Almirola, Bubba Wallace, David Reagan, Ricky Stenhouse, Paul Menard, Chase Elliott, Michael McDowell, Ryan Blaney. And again, most of these drivers have 2 or 3 cards in the set, so I think it's kind of cool. Ty Dillon, Ryan Preece, Kevin Harvick, Danica, Daniel Hemrick, Terry Labonte. I can't remember if he was in that. Yeah, he was in that first run of Legends. There's Suarez. He had a cup of coffee with Stuart Haas Racing. Noah Gregson once again. Look at that hair. It's Suave for Men. So you look at that hair. That's just perfect branding there. Rusty Wallace, Justin Allgaier, Brad Kay, Eric Jones, John Hunter Nemechek, Riley Herbst, Mark Martin, Alex Bowman, Boyer, DW, Stewart, Brett Moffitt, former Truck Series champion. Mentioned Sieg had a good run. Look at that head of hair on Wild Bill. Again, this is probably 84 or 85, based on the uniform and the patches and the hair. Jimmy Johnson. I think he only drove for Ally for one season, then he called it a day. Kurt Busch, Kyle Larson, Byron, and Christopher Bell. We are up to card number 164. I believe this is a 200 card set. So not much further to go, folks. Bobby Allison, this was during the 88 season. This is the only year that he ran that uniform. Of course, he was had his career-ending accident at Pocono that year. Bobby Labonte, see here he's in a Chevrolet then. Coca-Cola MBNA, so that's going to be about 99 or 2000-ish. Morgan Shepherd, Austin Dillon, Greg Biffle, Dale Jr., Carl Edwards, Joey Logano, Marcus Ambrose, Hamlin, Gaulding, Reddick, Zane Smith, McMurray, Haley, Truex. So you got your Truex brothers back-to-back there. Kyle Busch, Corey LaJoie. Did we see Corey earlier? Yes, we did. He wasn't in the Race Kings, but he was in early on in the set. Dale Jarrett. That probably during the 96-97 season, or thereabouts. Austin Cindric, Michael Annett, Ryan Newman, Jeb Burton, Kurt Busch, Brad Kay. Oh, I'm going to turn these sideways because these are the throwback paint schemes. So you got Kurt Busch just doing a retro. That might have been the A.J. Foyt retro paint scheme. Brad Kay doing a rusty throwback from the mid to late 90s. Austin Dillon doing a Richard Childress throwback. Ryan Newman doing a Mark Martin themed Valvoline throwback. Chase Elliott just throwing back to Napa's old colors. Denny Hamlin with Darrell Waltrip paint scheme from Western Auto days. I think this was a Michael Waltrip throwback. Could be wrong because it was just the Pennzoil with the just a very plain. This is one of my favorite ones, the Kyle Busch throwback to Bobby Hillin from 1990. Could also be a throwback to Rick Wilson in 1991 because Rick did run this scheme in 1991, but they gave it to credit to Bobby Hillin. William Byron with the Days of Thunder throwback. Bubba Wallace with the Adam Petty Spree phone card throwback. Jimmy Johnson throwing back to himself in his trophy truck days. Alex Bowman with the Tim Richmond Folgers. I guess you could go either way. Folgers or Old Milwaukee. Because he only ran the gold numbers on the Folgers car for about the first 6 races. Then they went to white numbers with the gold trim. And that should be card number 200. So this concludes our review of the 2020 Donruss base set by Panini. So now I can get this off my table, get it boxed up, and put over with the rest of the sets of cards. So again, this is something I'm going to do occasionally, drop a set review or something like this, just as kind of bonus material. But like I said, I do want to generate a little bit of revenue that will allow me to do more things to the channel, maybe, down the road be able to do more giveaways and be more active with you guys and do things like that. So I do appreciate the likes, the subscriptions, the comments, and etc. And, your patience for sitting through a few ads. If you're like me, I have YouTube Premium, so this wouldn't bother me at all because I would never see the ads. But anyway, thanks again for watching. I really do appreciate it. Again, this is just a bonus video for a Sunday. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you again tomorrow. Enjoy the race today.